Part 15 of knowing what questions to ask before hiring a property manager for your HOA or condo association. Ask this question before hiring a property manager. What's your approval process for vendor invoices, and who verifies the work was actually done before you release payment? Last time we talked about who's allowed to spend. This is the next layer down. Before a single dollar goes out the door, did anybody confirm the community actually got what it was paying for? Because here's how it goes wrong. A vendor sends an invoice, looks routine, it gets paid. Nobody walked the property to confirm the work actually happened. Nobody checked the invoice against what was actually agreed to, and nobody compared what was billed to what was delivered. The paperwork looked fine, so the money moved. Payment should follow verification. Always, not the other way around. Work gets confirmed first, by site visit, by photos, by board sign off, something. Then the invoice gets paid. A management company that pays first and assumes the work was done is handing your money out on trust. And trust is exactly what gets communities burned. This is also where the sneaky stuff lives. And I know nobody wants to talk about this, but it needs to be said. The invoice for landscaping that bills for shrub trimming that never happened, or the repair that was quoted for the full job but only half finished, the we were out there charge for a visit that nobody can prove actually occurred, none of that gets caught if verification isn't a real step in the process. It just gets paid. Then hit them with these probing questions to drill down even further. Who physically verifies the work before payment is released? And how do they document that it was done? What controls do you have that would stop an invoice from being paid twice? And on larger projects, how are change orders handled? If the scope or the contract changes mid-job, who has to approve that before it gets locked in? That last one is where big projects quietly bloom. A roof job gets approved at one number. The scope evolves. And that final bill is 20% higher than what the board signed off on. If there's no approval gate on change orders, you don't have a budget, you really just have a suggestion. Whether your community is fully self-managed, running a hybrid model, or working alongside a traditional property manager, Solium gives your board one platform to run all of it. Dues, violations, architectural requests, maintenance, reserve budgets, communication, and an AI assistant trained on your governing documents. And your data is always yours in real time.